Hello students, welcome to the 5th edition of KenKen International Championship 2022. In this video, we are going to cover basically two details. Initially, to start with, the basic information about KenKen International Championship, the format, and followed by a small tutorial video which will help you to understand how to solve KenKen puzzles. Right, to start with, KenKen International Championship. KenKen International Championship is considered as the world's largest math puzzle championship because you'll have students from more than 50 plus countries participating in this championship. Okay. Now the finals is going to be conducted in the United States of America, New York. So the national champions of all three categories will get a free sponsorship through USA. So students, here is an opportunity for you to make a name for yourself, for your school, for your family, and to the country. Right? Now let us understand the format of the competition. This competition is divided into three categories. Initially, to start with, Delta. This is meant for students of class 3 to class 5. Then Kappa, which is meant for students of class 6 to class 9. Then Sigma, which is meant for students from class 10 to class 12. Okay. Now let us understand the competition flow. Initially, it starts from the school round. Then the school round qualifiers, they participate in the city round, and the city round qualifiers will be participating in the state level round, and from state level round, the national round will be participating. The state level qualifiers will be participating for the national round. Now the national round winners, the national round champions from each category will get an opportunity to participate in the international round, which will be held in United States of America. And all these three students' expenses, everything is going to be borne by the company. Plus, the students will also have a lot of prizes and recognitions. For the school round winners, you will have certificate, and for the city round winners, you will have bronze medal and with the certificate. Then for the state level winners, you will have silver medal and certificate. And for the national round winners, you will have gold medal and the certificates for the entire students. And of course, the champions are going to get an opportunity to participate in the international round. Okay. Now these are like, when the students who had participated in the last couple of years. Okay. Now let us come to the mainstream of this whole video. This is KenKen info session and workshop. So here is a tutorial video where we will explain you what is KenKen puzzle and how to solve this KenKen puzzle. Right. So let's get started. KenKen is basically a grid-based math puzzle where you have some basic mathematical operations involved in it. So it challenges logic and problem-solving skills among the students. It can be considered as an advanced format of Sudoku. Now, KenKen is also recognized by National Council for Teachers of Mathematics of United States of America. Now, this happens to be the world's largest mathematics education organizers. Okay, now let us look at the KenKen puzzle sample. So basically, KenKen puzzle will be looking something like this. Now, here what you see is basically 3 grids parallelly and then 3 grids perpendicularly. Means like, when you have three grids vertically and 3 grids horizontally. This means that like this is a 3 by 3 puzzle size. Now the puzzle size can start from 3 by 3, then it can go up to 9 by 9. Okay. Now there are certain important parameters in KenKen puzzle. Initially, to start with cages. Okay. Now you see some dark boxes in this puzzle. See, there is one dark box here, there is one dark box here, there is one dark box here, there is one dark box here. Now these dark boxes are called as cages. Okay. Now the second one is target numbers. In each of the dark box on the left hand side corner, you will see a number with a mathematical operation. Now these are called target numbers. Okay. Now the third one is operators. By the side of the numbers, you have this arithmetic symbol. Now these are called operators. Now you will find one particular number which doesn't have any mathematical operation. Now this means these are freebies. So these are the basic 4 parameters that you will find in any of the KenKen puzzle. Okay, let us understand the KenKen puzzle now. Can somebody tell me how many cages are in this puzzle? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, your guess is correct. So there are 5 puzzles. There are 5 cages in this puzzle. Okay. Now how many freebies? Okay, now you look at a number without any mathematical operation. So there is only one number which doesn't have any mathematical operation. So this means that like there is only one freebie in this. Now let us say how to play this KenKen puzzle. As I said before, since you have 3 grids parallelly and 3 grids vertically, this means that like this is a 3 by 3 puzzle. Okay. Now there are certain rules in this. Now let us look at the rules one by one. The first rule is that like you cannot use numbers anything other than 1, 2 and 3. So in a 3 by 3 puzzle, you can use numbers only 1, 2 and 3. Now in a 4 by 4 puzzle, you can use number 1, 2, 3, 4. And in 5 by 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so on and so forth till 9 by 9. So the first rule is according to the size, the numbers that can be applied is selected. And number 2, no zeros are allowed in KenKen puzzle. Is something like, Sudoku, right? So no zeros are there and no numbers are repeated. No numbers are repeated horizontally. No numbers are repeated vertically. Okay. And every, like if you say the 3 by 3 puzzle, 1, 2, 3. So necessarily all 3 numbers has to be present. The order can be anywhere. Same way, horizontally, vertically, 1, 2, and 3 has to be present in any of the grids. This thing can be different, okay? But then all 3 numbers has to be present. Position can be different, okay? Now let us go to the next one. If you look at this 3 by 3 KenKen puzzle, the numbers that we are going to use is only 1, 2, and 3. And same way in a 4 by 4 puzzle, we'll be using numbers starting from 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now let us understand the cages in a more specific way. Okay. Now if you see this particular puzzle, we have a cage like 5 plus. We have taken this cage separately. Now 5 plus, there are 2 grids in this. Now what this means is that like you add 2 numbers. Addition of 2 numbers should be 5. Now look at the options between number 1, 2 and 3. So there are 2 options. One is either this can be 3 plus 2 or this can be 2 plus 3. Okay. Now let us look at the next cage, 4 plus. Now 4 plus means what? Like with the help of adding 2 numbers, you have to get the answer 4. And what are the numbers that you can use? 1, 2 and 3. Now here the options is that like 3 plus 1 or 1 plus 3. Now the next one is 3 plus. You have a cage which says 3 plus. This means that like you have 2 options, either 2 plus 1 or 1 plus 2. So this is how the cages basically operate. Okay, let us look at some more cages. You have cage called 3 plus. So the option here is 1 plus 2 or 2 plus 1. Now you have a cage where you have 3 divided. So 3 divided, either 3 divided by 1 or 1 divided by 3. So that becomes the two answers. Now you have one more case which says 9 multiplied, but then you have 3 grids here, 1, 2, 3. This means that like you have to take the help of 3 numbers. So 3 multiplied by 1 multiplied by 3 gives 9. Okay. Now let us come to the last one which says 1 difference. Now, one important thing I want to mention here is we don't use subtraction, we don't use minus here in KenKen puzzle. The moment you see the minus symbol, that means that like the difference. So 1 minus means 1 difference. So the answer can be 3 and 2 or 1 and 2. Okay. So only thing you'll have to remember in that, like once one difference is there, so this can be this is just a difference of two numbers has to be 1. Okay, so this can be 2 and 3 or 1 and 2. Right. Now let us look at the practical KenKen puzzle and let us start playing this KenKen puzzle. Now when you start playing this KenKen puzzle, there are certain rules that we'll have to follow. First of all, you have to look for a freebie. See whether you have a freebie in this puzzle. Yeah, there is a freebie. So this, first of all, like I fill this freebie. Now the next step is that like I look at every cage and I start filling the possibilities. What are all the possibilities? Now I look at the 3 plus cage. What are the possibilities? 1 and 2 or 2 and 1. Now I look at the 5 plus cage. What are the possibilities? 3 and 2 and 2 and 3. I look at the 4 plus cage. 1 and 3 and 3 and 1. Now I look at the last cage which says 2 minus, means 2 difference. So this can be 1 and 3 or 3 and 1. Okay. Now I want to start playing the KenKen puzzle. Now how to play this KenKen puzzle? Now first thing is that like I look at this particular cage. Now I first of all look at this particular cage. See, this option here is 1 and 2. The 1 can be here or it can be here. Now if you're going to look at this, since the 2 is sitting here already, okay, the 2 cannot come from the possibilities. That is why 1 is coming. Since 1 has come, the next one is followed by 2 has come. Okay. Now in a KenKen puzzle, 3 by 3 puzzle, we know that every row should have 1, 2 and 3, and every column should also have 1, 2 and 3. Now you see here 1 and 2 is already here. This means that like what is the missing number here? Yes, the 3 is missing number. So this particular row I have completed. Now if you look at this particular cage, this cage option is 3 and 2. Now I have already put 3. This means that like what is left over here? It is 2. Now you look at this particular column. 3 and 2 is already here. This means that like what is the missing number here? Missing number is 1. Okay, now in this particular cage, okay, what is the missing number of the possibility? 1 and 3. 1 I have already written. So the next number has to be 3. Now you're going to look at the next one. This particular column, 2 and 3 is there. Now what can be the missing number? Only 1 is missing. So I have put 1. Now the last one is this 4 plus cage. What is left out? 2 is here, 1 is here. What is missing out? 3 is here. Okay. So now the KenKen puzzle I have solved. All you have to see is that like any numbers are repeating horizontally, horizontally, horizontally. No numbers are repeated horizontally. No numbers are repeated vertically. This means that like my puzzle is correct. Now let us go to the puzzle number 2. Puzzle number 2, I first of all look at the KenKen puzzle and I hunt for the freebie. Now look at where is the freebie. Okay, this is the freebie. So first of all, I write the freebie. Then step number 2, I start writing the possibilities. I look at every cage. Now 3 plus, what is the possibility? 1 and 2. Now the next cage is 1 minus. The possibility is 3 and 2, and 1 and 2, the possibility is also there. Now I look at the next cage, 4 plus. 4 plus 1 and 3 is the only possibility. Okay. Now I go to the next cage, that is 3 plus. 3 plus is 1 and 2. Okay. Now let us start solving this particular KenKen puzzle. We have written all the possibilities now. Now where are we going to start? Okay. Now in this KenKen puzzle, if you are going to look at this, like I want to start from here. Yes, I have written 1. How did I write 1 here? Now you see this vertical column cage which says 1 minus. The option is 3 and 2. Means that like 3 can be here, 3 can be here, 2 can be here, 2 can be here. But 3 and 2 is available in this particular cage. That means that one number is missing. What number is missing? 1 at the bottom. So I have put 1 here. Once if I'm going to put 1 here, what will come here in the possibilities? 3 will come here. Once I put 3, then what is the missing number here? 2 is missing number, because 1 is here, 3 is here, 2 is missing. Because you know in a KenKen puzzle, compulsorily 1, 2, 3 has to come in every row and every column. Always remember this. Now this particular case 1 was missing, so I have written 1. Now let us go to the next one. Okay. So I put 1 here, then I put 1 here. Okay. Because this 1 cannot come here. So I put 1, then I put 2 here. Then if you look at the last cage, okay, what is the missing number? 2 is missing, and next one is 3 is missing. See, KenKen puzzles are very, very simple to solve. You just need to follow certain rules and regulation. First is freebie, number 2 is possibilities, and third one is you simply start solving it. Okay. Now let us come to the puzzle number 3. Puzzle number 3, first thing what we will do, we will try to understand whether there is any freebie. Yes, there is a freebie. So first of all, I finish the freebie. After I finish the freebie, then I start writing all the possibilities. Now you look at that 2 multiplied means I multiply 2 number, my answer should be 2. So 1 multiplied by 2 is 2. Next one is 3 multiplied means I multiply 2 numbers, I should get the answer 3. So 1 multiplied by 3 is 3. And the next one is again the same thing here. The last one, 6 multiplied. 2 numbers I multiply, I should get 6. What are the options? 3 and 2. So 3 2s are 6. Now my possibilities, everything is ready. Now I need to start solving this puzzle. These are very, very easy. Now if you're going to look at the left cage, you have the option 1 and 2. Now can 2 come here? If the 2 comes here, then it is going to clash with this particular 2. So 2 cannot come here, which means that like the 2 has to go on top only. If the 2 goes on top, then 1 comes down, so that this cage is particular over. Then I come to the last grid. This is 3. This is the missing number because 2 and 1 is here, only 3 is missing. Once I put 3, then I also put 1. Okay, once I put 3 and 1, then what is missing here? 2 is missing. If 2 is missing on top, what will come? 3 will come. Okay, now 2 and 3 is here. Who is missing? 1 is missing. And in the middle, this is again 1 is missing. Now you please check the KenKen puzzle whether any number is repeating in any of the row or any of the column. No numbers are repeating in any of the rows and any of the column. This means that this puzzle is correct. Okay, let's see how to solve a 4 by 4 puzzle. Now 4 by 4 puzzle is very, very easy. Again the same rules, right? Only thing, there are slight changes. Since This puzzle is 4 by 4. The first and foremost to change that will happen is that, like, the numbers that we will use will be 1, 2, 3 and 4. Last time it was a 3 by 3 puzzle, so we used only number 1, 2 and 3. This is a 4 by 4 puzzle, so we'll be using number 1, 2, 3 and 4. Otherwise the entire rules are same. So first and foremost thing, let us start filling the freebie. There are 2 freebies here, so I've already filled the freebie. After I fill the freebie, now I have to start writing the possibilities. Every cage I look at the possibility. Okay, first and foremost thing, 3 plus. I add 2 numbers, I should get 3. So 1 and 2 is the only possibility. 8 plus. Now what are the possibilities? I can use number 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 3 and 4 is the possibility that I have written. Okay. Now I come to the next cage. 6 plus. What are the possibilities? 4 and 2. Then I come to the next cage. 3 plus 1 and 2. Now I come to the next cage. Now 9 plus. 9 plus has got 2 possibilities. One is 3 plus 2 plus 4. Another one is 4 plus 4 plus 1. There are 2 possibilities are there. So I write both the possibilities. Now I finally come to the 5 plus cage, where again I have 2 possibilities. One is 3 plus 2. Another one is 4 plus 1. Now we don't need to worry about it. This is again very, very simple. Okay. So after finishing all the possibilities, now we are going to have a look at from where am I going to start solving this particular puzzle. Now I see here is a very easy method. I have 3 in this particular column. I have 1, 2 in this column. I don't know the order yet, but I know that 1, 2 is here. So who is missing here? 4 was missing. So 3, 1, 2 and 4. Okay. Now once this 4 comes, then you see here the next one is 4, 4, 1. So I strike this particular option. This particular option I cannot use. So I strike out this particular option because I have already put 4 here. So I can't use this particular option because 3 is also here. So that is why I'm taking 4, 4, 1. So if I put 4 here, then I have to put 4 only here. Correct? Because if I put 4 here, the sum will be wrong. The puzzle will be wrong. So I put 4 here, then I put 1 here. Now what? Once this is done, then I see this particular column. Okay, there is 1 number missing. What is the number missing? 2 is missing. Once I put the 2, then this particular cage, what is missing? 1 is missing. Okay, now 3, 2 and 1. Last some number is missing. What was that? 4 was missing. Okay, so this is very easy. You just need to find out what is the number missing and you can always start doing it. Okay, now you're going to look at it. I put 2 here. How did I put 2 here? 1, 3, 4 is there in this column already. 1, 3, 4, right? I don't know the order of 1 and 3, but I know 1 and 3 is already here. 2 is missing, so I have written 2 here. Once I put 2 here, then what should be the next one? 3, because I can't use this option of 4 and 1. 4 is here already, 1 is here. So 4 and 1 is not, you can't use it. So you have to use only 3 and 2, which I have already done. Okay, now the next one is, if you're going to look at the 6 plus age, the option is 4 and 2. Now I can't put 4 here. If I put 4 here, the same number will get repeated. So I'm taking 4 on top. Once I take 4 on top, 2 comes in the bottom. Okay, now I come to the next one. Now since this 2 is here, here I have an option 1 and 2. Now I can't put 2 here. If I put 2 here, the 2 will get repeated. So I'm taking the 2 on top and 1 at the bottom. Now my puzzle is almost over because I just need to fill these two grids by missing number. Now you see that like the whole puzzle you have completed. Now you need to check whether any numbers are repeated in each row, each column. No numbers are repeated. This means that like my puzzle is correct. Let me give you the details about the fee structure of the championship. Initially, we want all the students to participate in this championship. That's why we have kept the school round fees completely free. So those who are participating in school round, once if you qualify for the city round, then if you want to participate in city round, then you have to pay a fees of about 600 rupees. And this includes a free tutorial video, which gives you a complete explanation about how you should be solving the KenKen puzzles. Then from city round, if you qualify, then you will move on to the state round. Again, there is a fees of rupees 800 rupees for the state round. Then from state round, if you qualify, you go to the national round. Again, the national round, there is a fees of about 950 rupees. Right, from the national round, the next stage of international round, the entire right from the fees to the travel, everything is taken care by the company. So it's going to be a completely sponsored trip. Now here's an opportunity for you to win a free trip to New York to represent India in KenKen International Championship 2001. And you can bring pride for yourself, for your school and your family, and the whole state and the country, of course. And another thing is like the students who want to practice more, we have given them the facility of a free portal. Once if you log into this portal, kenkenpuzzle.com, then you will have like unlimited number of puzzles where you can go and you can practice, and you will have like unlimited puzzles where like you will also have a tutorial. You can go, you can practice starting from like when the easiest level to the toughest level, in starting from 3 by 3 puzzle to 9 by 9 puzzle. You have all the puzzles in the portal and it is absolutely free, and you can go and get yourself prepared to face the championship. Now, for any further details of the registration, of how to give to the school round and how to progress further, all these details you will be able to get from your school management. So students, I wish you all the best. This is a very rare opportunity for you to prove your capacity, for you to make a name for yourself. So I wish you all the best, and thank you so much. Thanks a lot for patient listening, and God bless all of you.